ready yet.
Nah, it depends on how old a nigga is. Oh, he 20, he young nigga. Yeah, I probably say that shit. Like, damn, bro. Nah, I probably ain't gonna care. Nigga, oh god. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, right.
I'm not ready yet.
Niggas is not working out no more, bro. And if they do, they probably ready to just take steroids. We just gonna see how the world gonna be, cause I'm telling you, it's just gonna be like fucking a lot of fake shit. See what I'm saying? We got fucking fake women, fake muscles, fake booties, people acting like computer AIs. They just sound like a fake ass world, don't it? Fake rappers, fake rich niggas.
Not in town.
Said, I mean, you should have been there, did this shit. You see how easy they is? Hell nah. I promise you, when I was doing that shit, I was going past that shit.
Not in town.
He said, nigga. It was a couple of them that was hard though.
Hey, I ain't gonna cap, nigga. That silk milk ain't that bad.
What's that?
That silk.
The little yellow?
The almond milk.
Oh, the silk, the brand.
Nigga, that shit creamy. Got a creamy hit to it.
Okay. Oh, this shit at me. That was dumb. Alright. They said we gotta explore.
I need more time.
Pour the venom into the boiling pot.
Smaller growths are protecting the larger.
Slay all the single knights. Say all the knights. I'm like knights, bro. Oh, there go one. You got one? There go one over here. One to the left. One to the right.
I'm not ready yet.
No.
I'm not
What
ready
is?
yet.
I think this one was confusing me. Are you dead, bro? Nigga not even know.
I'm not ready yet.
Where is the knight at? How did nigga
Not
die?
ready yet.
These niggas just keep popping up.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I need more time.
Oh, what's that?
I need more time.
My boy is not on. What's going on with the boy?
I need more time. I need more time. The light did not protect these knights from the vampires.
What's going on?
I need time to do that.
I'm not afraid to take a stand. Everybody, these niggas kill me. Suck, man, hell no.
I need more time.
How did they suck my blood at the same time? And I just can't keep living this way. So starting today. My nigga say. These niggas just fucking around, fuck
I'm
around.
not ready yet.
Get them ass up.
I need more time.
This shit not making no sense.
I'm not ready yet.
Not making sense at all.
more time.
Them niggas. Slay all single nights.
Low on energy. I'm not ready yet.
Shit not making sense, bro. Wow. I just cannot.
I'm out of energy. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
What's that? New watch, new car, new clothes, new house, got flow, got dog.
I don't have enough energy. I need more time. I need time to do that. I need time to do that. I'm not ready yet.
Shit not making sense.
I need more time. I need more time.
Come on, bro.
I'm not ready yet.
About time I got that shit. It's gotta be the last one.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need time to do that. I need more time. I will never harm another soul.
Huh? What just happened? This shit OP.
May you forever be shunned by the light. Like a rabid mongrel, you will turn on your masters and all around you.
Boy,
May the
running through this
darkness
shit?
in your hands spread like blood from an open wound amongst your kin until you are surrounded by that which you find most vile. May your righteous hunger consume you for all eternity.
Where we at?
That nigga said, what? My boy got me hungry now.
What happened?
I said, my boy got me hungry now.
Not in town.
I don't even know what to cook.
Not in town.
Right quick, shit. Ooh. Taco todo.
I need time to do that.
The fuck? I'm fucking starving.
While back on TikTok, and Pinky Doll actually went on live and she said how much she makes a day. Now, at the time, before this whole award, before I found out she was actually dark-skinned, when she was using the Michael Jackson light-skin filter, but Jamie Foxx, listen, I gotta give him credit. He was ahead of his time. Jamie Foxx with Kanye West, he said, I got a light-skinned chick look like Michael Jackson. Got a dark-skinned chick look like Michael Jackson. Listen, Doll pretty much took that Jamie Foxx verse and really brought it into life. Now, one thing that I didn't know about the NPC challenge, I didn't realize that it was a fetish. And that's the beauty of being 37 on it.
Oh, fuck.
There's a lot of things that's going to go over your head. And yet, I still wasn't going to make this video on Pinky Doll until I saw a younger female on the second clip. And she was like, Glizzy, Glizzy. And I was like, no. Don't see, the problem is, listen, I'm 37 years old. A lot of things that I do, listen, I really do in private. I don't really show people what I do, because at the end of the day, when you're an older person, you got to keep in mind that the youth are watching. The crazy thing is, a lot of people in their 30s, believe it or not, they get desperate. And when they get desperate, they don't care about the youth. It's the same thing with Sukihana. They ask Sukihana, Suzuki, whatever you want to call her, they ask her, how do you feel about your lyrics and younger people listen to your lyrics? She's like, I don't care. We be eating in ASS. She didn't care. Same thing with Sexy Red. She doesn't care. And it's the same thing with Pinky Doll. She doesn't care. Now, before we go any further, I didn't know that she had OnlyFans. And the fact that she was promoting her OnlyFans and she was saying that she was underage, to me, it goes to show you that a lot of people really only care about just the bag. And the main thing about it is, a lot of females who do the OF, it's not all with taking a photo. You could be a personal trainer, you can have an OF. An OF is the same thing as any other paid subscription platform. But the main thing about it is, she was really promoting that she was 15, and yet she is still able to make the streaming award platform now. She used this filter, which made her appear to, look this skin complexion. Then she shows up to the streaming awards to the right looking like this. Listen, she's talking about, and TMZ got the clip, but I didn't want to get a copyright strike. But she says, some people go outside and, they get darker by the sun. Let me tell you something. Colorism is real. Whether you guys want to believe it or not, it's only a handful of dark-skinned people that actually love being dark-skinned. Actually, I'm one of those people who love being dark-skinned. And one thing I will not do is I will never, ever put a filter where I pop off looking like a part of the Splash Brothers. Absolutely not. You guys have to understand, a lot of people really believe that lighter is better. Like this right here, like it's crazy. You cannot tell me that this is not an awesome filter. How do you look like this to the left and then you pop up to the awards looking like this to the right and then you blame it on the sun? Let me tell you guys something. Before we go any further, love yourselves and understand anything on social media. Listen, if somebody did something original, leave it alone. It doesn't. It
was raining last night. That's the video, though.
That's the beauty of being original. Now, as far as the NPC, we have to give her props. Yes, she definitely created that lane. She's definitely started that wave. But people have to understand on social media, be original. Listen, if you try to ride somebody else's wave, and I'm gonna tell you from personal experience, I have witnessed this. This is not a sneak diss. I have seen people try to take my style, make my content, and it didn't work out for them. So because a lot of people that watch my content, you guys want to start your own YouTube channel, so I'm gonna drop a gem. Listen, start your own wave. Be original. You're not gonna hear nobody on YouTube talking about pump up the volume, pump up the volume. You're not gonna hear nobody on YouTube. No soy dominicana, pero ya tú sabes, tengo la pámpara prendida. What?
He said you're not gonna hear that. But he's not lying, because ain't nobody saying that shit.
You're not gonna hear that. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you're not even gonna see a lot of channels that's really geared towards helping younger men. Strictly, directly geared towards helping younger men. You're not gonna see that. So at the end of the day, people can take my style, but it's the fruits. We're not going to earn the same fruits of our labor. This is why it's so important for you to be original. See, the thing about it is, when I saw that younger female earlier doing the glizzy, you guys knew what she was doing, and she's young, but she's trying to make 2 to 4K a month like Pinky Doll. Listen, Pinky Doll has her own life. She has her own issues. She is struggling with colorism. And a lot of people don't want to talk about this, but a lot of people struggle with colorism. A lot of people feel like if they're dark-skinned, the world would never accept them. They feel like if they're dark-skinned, the world would never connect with them. Let me tell you guys something. One thing I can say about this NPC challenge, it goes to show that a lot of people are really bots. That's a good thing that we can see from this NPC challenge. And another thing that we can see from this NPC challenge is that a lot of people are followers. You even had a guy doing it, and I posted a clip of him, and I'm like, wow, men are doing this too. But yeah, men are talking about pepper, square up, ice cream. Let me tell you guys something.
Say it down.
Younger people, a lot of people, we need to make more platforms and help younger people and help them to understand that a lot of people don't care about them. Once the youth understand that a lot of older people and people on these spaces, these influencers don't care about them, they can learn to watch and see
that's the video.
not for me. To see that younger female only doing that because of Pinky Doll, talk about glizzy. Let me tell you guys something. What you put out on the internet, you can't get back. And a lot of people right now, they don't want to work a 9 to 5. Everybody's trying to chase this bag. Listen, some people will get lucky for a short period of time. When I first came to YouTube, I saw a dude making $16K a month. $16K crypto wave. $16K a month.
Hey, nigga don't be wanting to say that shit though.
He even faked that he passed away, and he never passed away. So at the end of the day, don't worry about what somebody's making. If you really want to know, if you really are focused on what people are making, look over a longevity of time. A lot of people, they're so in the short term, and they just hear, oh, somebody's making this, just doing this. Listen, at the end of the day, the fact that the NPC is a challenge, Pinky Doll has a sick mind. And I didn't realize this was a thing till I had somebody hit me up in an email, and they said, listen, I was turning off my brother nightstand lamp, and I realized that he had animated PORN, and I said, animated? So now a lot of guys, they're at an all-time low, and they're actually feeling aroused by NPC video game robotic behavior. Listen, fellas, it's never too late to snap out of an addiction. It's never too late to snap out of anything. It doesn't matter how much weed you smoke, you can snap out of it. If you're not an alcoholic yet, it doesn't matter how many shots you took in a passive Hennessy, you can snap out of it. With the help of God, even if you're an alcoholic, that's the power of God. We can break through strongholds. Let me tell you guys something. It doesn't matter if it's fentanyl, it doesn't matter what it is. You can break out of it. And the fact that this NPC challenge is a fetish, I suggest that all younger females snap out of this. Because at the end of the day, if TikTok doesn't work out like you, and we saw Pinky Doll throwing up the horns, and you don't make it to the Streamer Awards unless you get down. And the thing about it is, if a female is willing to go nasty on OnlyFans, guess what? They wouldn't have a hard time selling out and signing their name in blood on a dotted line. This NPC challenge needs to stop. At the end of the day, as men, we need to snap back into being normal. It's hard to be normal when they push intercourse to us all day on the net. And listen, I'm about to start playing video games. I haven't played it.
Hey, look, look, bro. Look, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Niggas trying to jump on the wave. I'm trying to tell you, bro. This nigga.
Need something for it?
Niggas want to play video games and shit now. This nigga funny, man. Niggas know, bro. I'm trying to tell you, niggas realize, bro, the opportunity, and ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. You can play games and shit. That's why I was telling you about this shit. Like, nigga, this shit not gonna stop, bro. Gaming is universal, and gaming is it has a big mass of people that plays it, and somebody always gonna be trying to watch gaming, whether it's a kid, a grown ass nigga, a teenager, boy or female.
Came apart nice.
A 14% potion drop. That's not too bad.
And they got the season pass over there.
Mm-mm.
Almost done with it.
You can take what's left.
%, vulnerable damage, 38%, 33% core damage. You're done now.
Come back if you need one.
Yeah, nigga. Gas to my boy. This shit is stupid.
But one thing I can say is I don't understand how
Damn, I almost dropped my shit.
somebody can really
Alright, come on.
feel any type of way about robotic NPC play. It goes to show you that they really want men to be sick. Because for Pinky Doll to say, "Oh, I'm promoting my," and she's 28 and she said she was 15, I think a lot of females think that men are just walking around and we're just walking perverts. At the end of the day, for that younger female to do glizzy, 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 I'm like, nah, I can't get with that. And I got to use my platform to speak out against this. Pinky Doll is pretty much promoting to younger females to have men fantasizing over them, acting like a robot. And it's crazy. We really live in a world where people are really bots. And if you run and do certain things, people act a certain way. And I mean, like, let me tell you guys something. No matter what you do, be an individual, be original. When you are original, that's where you hold your true power. At the end of the day, I don't come to YouTube trying to be somebody else. I come to YouTube as Mark the Mentor. My name is Mark. I mentor people. I come to YouTube and I tell people to keep it simple. So my channel is called Keep It Simple. So at the end of the day, I come to YouTube as myself. I don't come to YouTube pretending to be anybody else. And the fact that I am original, guess what? I can, listen, I have longevity.
Oh, shit.
If you guys want longevity on social media, never copy. Be yourself. Be original. You guys have to understand, everybody right now is doing this NPC challenge. In the long term, they're not going to be here. Guess what? The originator, Pinky Doll, is going to be here. But guess what? Everybody else who's copying her, everybody else who's chasing this short-term bag. And let me tell you guys something about the short-term bag. Listen, growing up, a lot of people in their 20s got money. In my 30s, the same people that were getting money in their 20s are no longer here. It's the same thing in the 40s. So I want you guys to think long term. In your 40s, do you want to be struggling? In your 40s, do you want to fight an uphill battle? Or in your 40s, do you want to be better than your 30s and take it to another level in your 40s? At the end of the day, a lot of people that chase a short-term bag, they get an ultimate high, and I hate to tell you, they never get it back again. They never get it back again. And once they never get it back, it really ends bad. Like I said, on YouTube, I seen somebody go from making $16K a month to telling all their subscribers that they passed away just for Patreon pledges. So when you chase the short term, it feels good, but long term is going to be the ultimate downer that you'll ever feel off of coming off a short term high. Listen, think long term. Anything in the short term, understand God's delays are not God's denials. When the timing is right, the timing is right. Let it breathe.
Pinch A Penny's got everything you need to maintain the perfect pool. Starting with our 4-day fall sale. Save up to 30% on select items, equipment, chemicals, pool cleaners, and more. Don't miss the biggest sale of the year, September 14th through the 17th.
I did not know, nor did Allie, how real the Avita community would be. Looking at all of the labs, then assessing with Allie the care that has been given to my daughter has been top.
Easy money.
I can't do that here.
You know, you got an esoteric weather system inside you that's internal. You to build your own temple.
Oh my goodness.
I never let my friend.
I thought I had a different mask on, dog. It's alright. That hoe's still clean though. I think this shit legit. I think this shit legit. Little Chica, I think she's alright. A nigga had to bounce y'all, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm gonna do these dungeons. I'm gonna do a tier 25.
Be careful out on the steps.
Not in town.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. What the fuck? I said salvage, nigga.
Good salvage.
I ain't doing no 22. I ain't doing no 22. But we will do a 26. Nigga hungry, ain't you? And smoke a medicinal. Hey, let me give me $1,000. Bro,
I need more time.
this is funny, bro.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
Down the damn fucking thing, bro. I was just gonna come to you, my boy. Ain't that some shit? You can't see that bitch. You gotta dodge that bitch. Like, where is that? Look.
I need time to do that.
Look at that bitch, bro. It's like, I can't even. Where is it at? Why is it so fucking strong? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's dead now.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Bro, fucking ass rock.
I'm not ready yet.
Again.
I need more time. I need more time.
What? That was cheating.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
That was cheating, bro.
I need more time.
That was cheating. Whoa, that nigga hit hard.
I need more time.
That ninja hit hard.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I need more time. I need more time.
Niggas in the world. Fucking everybody. Like, everything.
I need time to do that. time to do that. I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Fuck is that?
I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm low on energy.
Wow, my boy.
I need more time. I need time to do that. I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
Pussy shit, bro. That shit, I fucking evaded backwards, not forward. Like, come on, dog. Come on, dog.
I need more time.
Get them draws down. Hold on, hold on. Kill this nigga out.
I need more time.
No, bitch.
I'm not ready yet.
Come on, move out of there, bro. What is that? Ain't no getting stuck, bro.
I need more time.
Shoot these niggas like, ooh. Shoot these niggas like, ooh. What the fuck is that?
I'm not ready yet.
All this.
Out of energy. I need more time.
Nothing.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I don't have any potions. I'm not ready yet. Low on energy. I'm not ready yet. I need time to do that. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I need time to do that. I need more time. I need more time. I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
We got separated. My friend, my time. I won't last on my own.
ready yet. Any more time.
Can't take any more.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Any more time.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you, I'd be dead. Think I can manage from here? Please, take this.
I need to talk to you.
Make it rain on it. Tie it up, put a chain on it. Make it back to my name on it. Hey, make it cry like a
Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
I channeled the whole universe.
Motherfucker.
Why you
Shut
leave
your
me
ass up,
pregnant,
nigga.
bitch?
This nigga ain't talking about shit.
I still not understand.
Just kidding, I'm just kidding.
Nobody had to be nothing, though. Except this. Oh, clean clerk, I forgot that in the phone, just keep on going there. Remember what it's gonna be short and wet. Girl, what they got in the you? I'm thinking what my company, cause you done got so miserable with a big bang. Looking at the center of the looking on another day, other man, you might have a man. Down bang. Even another place, in a world with another place. Table change. The paper down for the day, only looking at the color light. You try I know it's one of the cool thing in mind. Sometimes I don't feel alive. Look like you don't come aside. Should I never hope that you try? When I little hope exercise, got your little soul in a time. You ain't never jumped on the porch. You ain't never rode in a car. Shit. You need a life coach in these times. Thought you might have been forced down. I'm there dying, you gon' run and face it. Life is like a box of compliments. I'm like a love, don't get you bigger. That's the one that's yours, never face it. Oh God, come and back and take it. Shout out there to get this down feet. Here we go, take it bigger. I got la 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 on my side. Make me say,
Need something for it?
this is the line, niggas in the shine. It's one of a kind, one of a vibe. We are two and I don't wanna collide. If you got no time, then I got no time. If you want no change, then baby, no mind. Your ass preparing currency with the kind, yeah. All you gotta do is a minute stop in the day. Constantly looking at the summer rays. Be driving in a lover's lane in Babylon. Because all those cities and buildings look like things that you desire. And you done fell in love with the motherfucking demonic world. And a little further than that. Y'all say you done fell in love with the goddamn devil. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Driving in lover's lane. It's almost like going to SeaWorld or something like that. Then you get all flunked out and you done fell in love with giving your blood, sweat, and tears to go on a vacation that don't do nothing but go into the pockets of the goddamn shadow good. When everybody could have been going there looking at your cartoon characters and big Mickey Mouse frown, jawline faces and stuff up there that y'all created out of y'all mind. But you see how they do? You see how they do? Now we're going to get into the energies of things of that nature. 12 minutes in, I'm going to talk my shit. But 12 minutes in, we're going to start getting real deep into the divine masculine, divine feminine, what to be looking out for, how you need to participate, how to be a real woman, how to be a real motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? But in the esoteric aspect of it, before we even correlate it down here, because, even with male and females, that's really not men who made y'all get indoctrinated from the concept what it means to be a man and a woman in the first place. If a person made it that share a brain like you and bleed just like you, they had to base it beyond male and female. So, this is something that they sat back and constructed, and we have to call these things characters. So what kind of characteristics are you playing out to be considered a man? And a lot of times when you're doing things in the world, how you've been indoctrinated to be considered a man, it's up under the Jewish Masonic allegory and things of that nature, which is a group of non-men. And they make other better males to cater to their insecurities, which is why they're in a situation that they are in at the moment. So keep that in mind, because I could just make it simple like this. Can't no Mason come fuck my bitch. Can't no Jew come fuck my bitch. But they create all kind of witchcrafts and stuff like that to make sure Archangel Uriel won't be able to fuck they bitch, even if she changed her mind. You see what I'm saying? So they be going to war, I'll be dead, I'll be hung on a goddamn cross somewhere, and get shot in my arm with some goddamn smallpox. So it happened already. So they already know what the deal going on, what they got a little bit.
9%.
So y'all need to know some of these Bibles and stuff y'all be reading. These ain't y'all insecurities. Even if you probably got like a little small Peter Mipper, it still ain't your insecurities. You need to know you could do other things that join the Archangel Uriel. I got all the good magic tricks. Get out that Jewish book, bitch. I understand. I'm here for my people. I understand real shit, man. I'm here for my people. I'm saying the real way. Everybody will be straight now with your organs, how your body play out, and how your mind be in the right space now, and then we all good. Other than that, we all in chaos. They ain't gonna do nothing but control our minds, because when you don't know how to make up your own mind, somebody will make it up for you. You know what I'm saying? So who you think do that first, the government? You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Somebody will make it. So y'all be thrown down and stuff and not be knowing what's going on, and then when people put y'all in the game, y'all turn them into competitors instead of just joining the fight. And when you join the fight, you'll realize that things be more easier than what you doing in the first place to develop those concepts of you thinking things is hard. You will see things go so smoothly. You'll be like, damn, do I even want to do this anymore? Because God giving me so many confirmations here. And then now you're on a godly mission. Because God be like, wait a minute, I still need you to do this though. And that be stuff no one knows but the person or the group of individuals on that same spiritual path. You gotta fight if this is something you even care about anymore because you done got a lot of confirmations out of it already. Got a lot of accumulation off of it, right? You can go sit down somewhere. But you start to remember if you don't get lost the way the shadow government get you indoctrinated and you ain't in that in the first place, God make you aware that you could be used for another vessel to fight a bigger fight. And don't get lost into what was given to you. You start to learn that type of stuff that individuals in that space come down here and teach that type of stuff. Certain Jews came down here and you see some of them scriptures in the Bible that if you cherry pick in a good way, you'll be like, oh, that sounds good though, because they share a brain like you. So that was one of the things that they pulled out that made a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? That make a lot of sense. But you got to go through these experiences to be the individual, to be able to be a representative of that characteristic, to be able to express it and be seen as what we call a teacher or a preacher or something. Preachers ain't shit. But, I'm just giving y'all the starting points of how to get into things before these words. When y'all get into the words and the meaning behind it, y'all get into something in a specific way. And majority of the time, you don't even be getting specifically into what you think you're getting into. Like certain things like telekinesis. Shout out homeboy.
So you gotta have real discernment down here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's tricky, man. Men lie, women lie, and guess who's these flunked out other halves that's running the world? If they got a brain like you, don't you think they lie too? Get with the program now. Get with the motherfucking program. But yeah, this how shit rolling. This how shit. This open piano too. But you know, I just want to break down. You know, I already got to break down my little lecture and shit like that. And then I got to remind myself to shut the fuck up too, because I get so deep in the spiritual world, and before I even realize anything, 3 hours is gone, 2 hours is gone, but all impactful though. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Because that's the message that needed to be motherfucker channeled. And we ain't really channeling nothing because we are what we channeling. We channeling our higher selves. So when you bring that energy back down here, you better start claiming that. Or end up letting the shadow government claim it. Then you running around claiming one of these shadow government names and not even knowing where it came from to see if your footprint's in the sand in that area. And do you got anything to do with that energy? So you using a false energy that you ain't got nothing to do with is why you will produce crumbs. The reason why I'm able to manifest so much because I ain't picking no false energy. I am Uriel. So it's going to be perceived to be real. Anytime you try to do something you ain't, you won't accumulate from it though. It is be looked at as satire. So a lot of y'all got to get deep into these things to really see. And y'all females got to really get with y'all other halves, or at least some community of a group of women and men who got that ability, so you can get some creativity to express, and then, you know, that'll slowly but surely start to participate for you. Then eventually, it'll all seem like we living in the same city, living in the same state, living in the same... Then eventually, we did the same thing the Jews did. And we, in that whole meantime, if we actually act that out, God will be putting us in positions of not having to worry about money, not having to worry about support, not because we're doing things out of love. And out of love, replace the word love and replace it with us doing things with our form that separated all of our spirits in general, but doing things when we separated ourselves and using that form to connect again so it can look like the spirit. So any form of connection, not genocide, that's what love actually is, beyond the Jews being in that space and the Mason. Type of systems, we get to look at Queen Elizabeth and everybody like they're doing it the right way, and we could barely even stay together.
Today, tonight, we are young, so we light the world on fire. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
And actually fight the good fight and realize this how they accumulated to not even need no money and lay no stuff.
Oh, man.
years apart from siblings, friends, family, and things of that nature. This is why y'all grew up on different cartoons, different things, but it was in the same energy. For an example, you might be a young man right now, you grew up on wrestling. I'm pretty sure your elders or your siblings or something grew up on wrestling too. But y'all grew up on different narratives at the time and different characters. And the shadow government created these things as puppets of how we lived at these times. So there may have been a certain thing, how they were steering society at a certain time to make Jimmy Fly Snooker and things of that nature a certain character to build how the kids and stuff
Niggers in Paris.
family or friends and
I mean,
was catering what they like.
biggers.
Then when you come along, they got these same things out there, but since the Masons and Jews is your age now, they transmuted in their way, and now you're still in the same Magic Square, just updated. Now you might fuck with Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, and D-Generation X. Now look at this, right? Think about the Generation X, Generation Y, Generation Z, baby boom and stuff, right? And think about wrestling, using this as an allegory right now. When Jimmy Fly Snooker and the Giants' father and them, and Hulk Hogan been an older generation, he a Mason, you know, he was an older generation. So he's been mines, your older sisters, brothers, everybody. So Hulk Hogan don't count. We gotta take him out. He been making money for a good long time.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
What the fuck, bro? Nah, fam. You're done now. You're done now.
I need more time. I need more time. I need more time. I need more time. I need time to do that. I need more time.
You're done now.
I need more time.
Ba 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 ba.
I'm not ready yet.
La 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 la. Wow, that's pretty cool of you.
You don't count. But you know, other people who had to had a actual day of time and just had to let go and sit down and got injured or something. Hulk Hogan amazing, so he don't count. Let's take him out of there. You know what I'm saying? They like to create things they can live forever and do what they do for that. I think Snoop Dogg was something amazing though. That's all the Snoop. Shout out to Snoop. You know what I'm saying? But think about it like this, right? Because you could be in any generation and be able to see what I'm getting ready to talk about. Because Uriel bring everything in equilibrium, and wrestling is the best example right now. Jimmy Fly Snuka and things of that nature. When society was being played out, there might have been other things going on, like the war and stuff like that. Think about when the generation came after. They still made us pay attention to wrestling, but then we got D-Generation X. We got NWO. Now think about us coming up in that time, and then our mind being indoctrinated. Now think about how we go to school. We went to school in that type of society mind frame. So ultimately, we just think we're having a conversation about these being our favorite cartoon shows, As the World Turns, and all these things of that nature.
So fucking gay.
But in actuality, it's the shadow government indoctrinating our mind to live out a certain action that they want to see, and the ones who play out the most low-hanging fruit end up leading into their own demise. This is their concept of sacrificing those ones to their gods without getting that repercussion or receiving that karma. Because all they did was point the finger to you walking off the cliff. They ain't push you off the cliff. All they did was point the finger and use their magic wand, Harry Potter energy. Made the cliff look like it was something like a flat screen, a Rolls Royce, the new phones, iPhones, Galaxy phones, security in your life, the good job. So they just pointed you in the direction of the cliff, and then made you believe the cliff was the most beautiful world and afterlife and stuff like that. So you just walked off the cliff into your demise yourself and killed ourselves with the things that they put in place there for it to compete. Now, this would allow them and all their descendants that's your age running the world right now to fuck up all the movies and shit to not receive the repercussions of karma, and you somewhere thinking you're receiving karma the next day because you said a bad word yesterday, and it ain't that. Don't be so hard on yourself. You got the wrong morality. You'll start to realize motherfuckers got things in the world that's doing way more demonic shit than the things you even thinking you doing demonic that ain't even demonic, and God give you all kind of grace, and God waiting for you to wake yourself up to get out of that and start playing the real game. You know what I'm saying? So you can fight fire with God though, and show the demonic energies how you're supposed to use these objects that we accumulate in the world that everybody give their blood, sweat, and tears to. That's what God wants you to do. You see what I'm saying? You got to be strong. Real shit. All right, we about to get into the knowledge now and get into divine masculine, divine feminine. We 17 minutes in, that's perfect. I'm at 17 degrees sun and ascendant. So I'm at 17 degrees Aries sun, 17 degrees Leo ascendant on the dot. Pardon me. And 8 degrees, so it's within 10 degrees span, so it's a grand trine. 8 degrees Sagittarius moon, Sagittarius. So I'm a grand trine, sun, moon, and ascendant. So it's a gift that I got with my action, personality, and my reactions. Government, please don't hate on that. Y'all supposed to know that. Stop blocking me. Y'all supposed to know this is what I'm here for. And y'all talk to people the word astrology. Ain't y'all into it more than everybody else? Why y'all ain't cutting me some grace? You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Y'all should love somebody down there being like me. What's wrong with y'all? Then my Mercury is in early Aries, 3 degrees Aries. And so it sextile my Mars in 29 degrees Capricorn. So I got that square and sextile energy because my Mars is in Aquarius and Capricorn. It's 29 degrees Capricorn. So my Mercury sextile that. So it don't have the harsh elements of the square Capricorn, and it has the extra good benefits of the Aquarius energy. So my Mercury is able to be feisty, and people accept it. So I could be negative in a positive way. Bitch, come back home. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I can be positive because that Mars, I gotta thank Mars for that. Mars cool it off, being on the sextile of Aquarius and Capricorn. If it was just strictly in Capricorn, I would have said something like that and it wouldn't have felt good. It would have made a female feel like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Now that it's sextile, make a female feel protected. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cuss out any female or man around me. Oh, I'm saying real shit. Let me not go too far. I need him to cuss me out. Oh, Sam, I need him to cuss me out. That's how it works. Now let's get into divine masculine and feminine, because that's a trait right there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all masculine men, y'all gotta learn that trait. We're gonna get into this lecture. I'm saying real shit, and we're gonna add people. See what y'all input and what y'all experienced and what y'all relationships or y'all other half connections and soulmates and twin flames and shit. Because that thing can get real strange. Especially when you're in a world where your other half or your circumstances, they're not ready. You know what I'm saying? And the concept of them not being ready in the gas and liquid world may play out in the solid world as high resistance, highly resistance bacteria, highly opposition. Y'all may even turn into enemies to a certain degree and things of that nature. It get real hard to even connect because that's your other half. It's like y'all spirits is in the same space, but y'all built so many circumstances in that house from previous lifetimes. It's like y'all got a whole bunch of junk in that house that y'all both need to clean up, but y'all refuse to clean it up. So y'all trying to move in different houses and separate and then play out in a 1 to a 3rd dimension as y'all being born probably in different geographical locations, having different backgrounds, having different circumstances, or just family members in certain ways getting, or friends get in the way of y'all truly being able to connect. It's always, or you're convinced, or the other person is convinced, or that's something negative, or it's a cat and mouse race, or all that negative, all that shit. Sometimes when shit too easy, that lets you know it ain't got nothing to do with what you're supposed to do. You gotta learn that too. You know what I'm saying? It's a real good wisdom in the world that when you start to learn experiences and you're really on a spiritual path and you've been here a lot of times, man, that shit get deep and you ain't supposed to take that shit for granted because you start to realize the shit you complaining about got something to do with that. And you need to take care of that so you can start to get rid of them tower moments and them blockages and don't have no goddamn thing else to complain about in this world. Because all of us are androgynous spirits, but we get lost in the polarization of masculine or feminine form. So it's always space next to space, and your space is your spirit. So you're always next to someone that got their own individuality, but they're so close to you, next to you, in the spiritual world, before we take all these forms of reincarnation, that they almost got the same mind as you. It's just they're still there. None of us can completely share a space, but when you with your other half, that's the closest you can do it. And that's the closest to love. And that's the closest to make everybody else look at y'all as an example for everybody to do that. Then that's like us trying to do something like God that we didn't fail and it became hard to do because we got forms in between us. So the more we try to do what we fail in the first place from lacking or doing, even if it seems impossible, the more God give us grace.
I need more time.
And that's connecting our forms back together so we can still share space. And ain't no better way to do it but with your other half and your group and your soul tribe. So that's how the shadow government built their Babylon and forced y'all to follow them as Luciferian demons to build their world for them. And then now y'all just think that their ancestors is y'all. But as y'all rulers up there and y'all rulers as their bloodlines in the physical form down here. The same thing. It's the same thing in the spiritual world as it is down here. Don't get it fucked up when y'all be hearing me break down Babylon like a pseudo. No, if you really go down a train of thought a lot and read what I'm talking about, you will see how your mind is a spaceship. You jump in as a spirit. And you'll be able to see everything I'm saying. Oh, that's real. That's how they even came up with the idea to make these things down here. Make us build it down here, too. They ain't built shit. They just made us do the same thing in the spiritual world down here.
I don't have any potions.
Because as the spirit, we create gas and liquid, and all it do is condense into solid. So this is the mechanism. So this going to happen. It is going to become physical. Is this what spirits got more control over it or not? And y'all keep allowing them to. If you don't make up your own mind and get with your tribe, they'll make it up for you and create their own constellational tribe. And you get lost into that and then figure out ways to use that to argue against your real tribe, people that look just like you from your background, ain't got nothing to do with race. And therefore, all they did was practice divide and conquer witchcraft on us doing that. And we ain't see it that way because one of the witchcrafts they threw in it was fear and survival modes. So survival, the lack of shelter, stability, security, shelter, and support. Then they threw fear in there. The fear of not having these things based on the things and the rules that they made us have to go by to obtain these things. They could have created any kind of way. Building a house could have been in grading school. It could have been a class in grading school that if you don't pass, it's against the law for you to have a kid. You know what I'm saying? And then your ass got to pay to go to college if you graduate and you ain't never passed that class in grading school. And if you don't pass it when you go to, and if you don't pass it when you pay for it once you graduate to go to college and you don't pass it. Shit, it's against the law for you to even have kids. Then you ain't mentally structured enough. And it should be that. You know what I'm saying? That type shit too. And then there's a lot of other things. Motherfucker, it should have been a class, a period in grade school and within the 8 periods that men, all the little boys go to, and we have to have tests and we're learning. And the higher the grade, the more we start actually building houses. So let's say 1st through 5th grade, all the men go through their classes. We just learn it like a math test, but we're learning structures the way Masonic trying to make you go to college debt for it, under some college that's named under a Jesuit. They can have this in grade school for free. They should be paying us to go to school. I guarantee the whole world will be going to school. Won't be dropping out none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If it's a check to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. They pay me to learn your shit. Man, everybody there. Everybody getting whoopings who don't want to go to school. You think I want to get a whooping for not going to school because we getting a check? Shit, I'm in there every day.
Nigga kinda hungry.
I'm there every day, every night. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. We got night school? Shit. When they gonna create summer school? Shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'm there every day.
I stuck the fool with
Shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't fucked up. That's how the angels used to run the world. I even do that with my small little ass. My small monkey ass. I got things on here where I pay y'all to see if y'all answer the question right. Create rewards you get paid from if you answer the question right. Why they making y'all go to school, student debt in college for that, and we got angels in the world that have to do this, barely rubbing 2 nickels together to do it. I can rub a lot of nickels. That's witchcraft. I got a lot of nickels to rub, a lot of nickels and quarters, all the quarters rub together. I'm saying I have a good day with quarters and nickels rubbing together. All the nickels, all the quarters, bitch. So let me practice that witchcraft first. But y'all know, I'm just saying it so I can bring some grace and bring something in reality in the way that we in the Michael Jackson song. We are the children, we are the world, and we all come apart now. You know what I'm saying? You know, the witchcraft in my mind, I'm a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Tell you no lie. All the change in my car is about $5,000 in my car right now in quarters. Real shit. I'm saying. Oh shit, good quarters. I don't want no pennies or no shit like that, no nickels. All good quarters. All good quarters. Y'all seen all quarters. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn it, you can take me to hell right now with gasoline draws on with this hell. Right now. If you could pause that and screenshot it and there was a penny in there or a dime or a nickel. Nigga. Oh shit. God give them good golly graces, good gold business. I said flaming rainbow waters, bitch. All right, I'm gonna start adding y'all. Let's break down the divine masculine femininity. Now look, check this out. Now, in a nutshell, right? The divine masculine is the expression of what's seen. So it's taken from the inside out. There's a small percentage level that they lack 10 to 20% of the internal divine intelligence, but they're more focused on the importance of expressing it, externalizing what's inside out. So transmuting something that's inside out, that becomes masculine. Transmuting that's outside in becomes feminine. This is why the divine feminine utilizes more emotional intelligence. This is why the divine masculine utilizes more logic and rationality. So these are the polarized of emotional intelligence and logic and rationality. Logic, rationality, masculine, divine intelligence, feminine. Now, when you lack the intelligence on the end of the emotions, you lack the small percentage level of masculine energy, whether it's being filtered through a male or a female. So let's get that in check too. Okay? Now look, check this out. Now, when you take something inside of you and express it, but you're more focused on the expression other than adjusting what's inside of you that get ready to be expressed, this becomes divine masculine, but too much divine masculine, and you're not utilizing enough emotional intelligence to know how this is going to be perceived or reacted to or responded to the external world. You know what I'm saying? So it can become destructive, and you have to play a fool and go through many experiences that'll force you to start to learn more about your femininity energies. So you'll go through enough of situations that God and the universe will show you you need to look more towards the emotional side and deal with your emotional intelligence. And since you lack that, here's a few experiences that you have to go through to flare up your emotional state. Then when you start going through those ups and downs, heartbreaks, bullying or being a bully,
I'm not ready yet.
reaching your demises, the shadow pieces in these energies, when you're no longer getting it in when it gets as good or having your cake and eat it too, and experiencing things in the world to show you that's not what you're supposed to be doing. That's when you have to start to reevaluate and be like, okay, the way I'm expressing myself is coming across in a negative way. Boom, that's God in the universe teaching your monkey ass emotional intelligence on the masculine end. You see what I'm saying?
I'm not ready yet.
We're gonna get on the feminine end next. But I just want to break it down in a scientific manner because scientists stole from Archangel Uriel, my soul group, my other angels. You know what I'm saying? It don't go no further than that. It don't go no further. You better start believing in yourselves and act like that. Stop turning me into an enemy and let's go fight the real enemy. Now look, so because this needs to be in colleges, this needs to be in science class, this needs to be learning about the anatomy and our natures and shit. From the spiritual allegory, all the way going down to the Bible, the war in the heavens. There's men and women with swords and shit. That's us coming up with thoughts and feelings in our head, in our own heavens, and going against each other and clashing. And the Jews sit back, make their literature, writings about it. The Masons sit back, make their drawings when we see those pictures about it. And the Jesuits sit back and laugh like, yeah, this is what we got the whole world doing as witchcraft. Going to war, gender wars. It's a war in the heavens with the constellations. Your mind is a star, and when it clashes with other minds and it don't come together, it's a war in the heavens. And the goddamn it, they just sitting back looking pretty, playing that witchcraft coming together. And then the universe is got to respect their persons. So the universe always pick their side when it comes to prophesying and manifesting and stuff like that, because they know how to work together as a team and make y'all be in their team even when you think you're not being in their team. And since Uriel, Father Madam could see that, I think it's my job and duty to force that on y'all every day. No matter the troll, no matter who turned enemy is, I still need to, and I don't need to give up. That's not what angels do. And it don't make it no better that I came down here after Aries. I don't even know how to give up. To the day I die.
I need more time.
What the outcome is, how I look. Archangel Uriel specifically came down here as an Aries, just to get out of the ego, because I know Aries is the most egotistical sign. Well, really Leo. Aries is selfish, so that don't really take other individuals. Leos is really self-centered. That's where you do. But we still understand that because the sun is exalted there, be the sun sign. So me coming down here being Archangel Uriel, that's the first thing I felt like that was an enemy that I had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because we look at mind frames as people, and we look at those as good people or bad people. So that everything is egos, but we have to separate them because some is good, some is bad, but they're all light forms. And the Aries one, when we come down here, that's an enemy to an angel. So that's one of the first ones we come down here to destroy. That's one of the first ones Michael came down to destroy. Yahweh and all that stuff. The demiurge. This is what this thing needs. Spring is that whole collection of spirits of us created that energy up, and then that one who sprinkled that off for the first time, Michael. And then we all work together and put that in a circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Now we're all living that out. But when you don't go to war towards your desires and killing a snake and things of that nature, then for the most part, you're not even in that space anymore. You're somewhere in the space, probably close to mine, figuring out how you got lost in that in the first place and how to deal with the transition of having to let that go. And I'm here to teach about the fall. Everything about that, the metaphysical about it. Even when I'm not using these words, my whole energy give you this expression that you have to let go something and be more lighter and realize something that have a better way to make more sense out of it now. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately getting out of your ego and realizing that's your mind and your spirit ain't that. And how we forgot is getting lost in our mind. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't teaching you nothing. I'm just reminding you what you already know, so you can know you ain't the mind, so the mind can stop controlling your spirit in the direction of the path, and you don't have to allow nobody else to take the wheel no more. You could take the wheel of that mind, that spaceship. Make up your own mind, make up your own path, make up your own direction. And then if we all going in the same direction, let's take that indigenous land and make our own Babylon. And that's the whole concept in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension as soul tribe. That's the point. Or you got no reason to complain because every time I wake up, that look like that's what they did. Queen Elizabeth, King James, how they made their little puppets that don't got the power, but they make us feel like they got the power. Presidents, first wives, the pharaohs and their mistresses, you know what I'm saying, scarletses and stuff like that. So for the most part, all we doing is being ran up under some ruler man and his broke on ass other half. And I'm about tired of doing that.
I need more time.
I'm about tired of doing that. You see Doja Cat video, she ain't got no edges. So for the most part, she had to shave her beautiful edges and stuff like that, or they fell off because she was getting Botox shots like Jada Pinkett or something like that, because she lost in their world, and they made her feel bad about her beauty, and for her to get money, I'm a cash cow. She got to look like some flunk-out-ass ruler that's a non-man other half. And how much influence she had and stuff, and how she was controlling the women's side of stuff, and the women rights stuff and stuff, and her little metal glitzy, saggy tits energy. So she ain't get so since she ain't got no edges, she want to make sure every other woman she rule that she consider beautiful or something like that, y'all shave y'all edges or y'all against God or something like that. Here's this nun outfit, look like this. Oh, says it. Nah, y'all see how y'all gotta give y'all blood, sweat, and tears to her, and then anytime y'all want to be to y'all selves or go to y'all real men and stuff, y'all gotta think twice because y'all might not make it in their world. But when you look at Doja Cat, look, y'all gonna see the outcome. Yeah, she might be sounding good right now on the record. I'm a cash cow. It might sound good right now. All right, okay. Just sit back and watch. You can go follow her if you want to right now. That's a monetary gain. Look at the outcome. See how many scandals she had when she in a position of Jada Pinkett at the moment. Watch. Wait and watch. Watch. Y'all too lost in the devil world. Y'all don't understand these things as tarot cards and gematria and numerology and stuff. Her video, my devil, all she did was play out a specific month or a specific week. Some float out ass man, other half was going through her period or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And she started taking her issues out on all the women and men or something like that at that time. That's it. And she shaved her hair. She was confused or something like that. And then their descendants right now just got us living up under these different programs for the past 2,000 years. So there ain't nothing with Doja Cat doing, or she wouldn't even be able to be in no position to make money. Or Uriel would have been Michael Jackson if that's the case. See, you got to play their characters and be a puppet. If you don't, they second question you. So they won't even reward knowledge. They don't even be human morally. So they all not men. They care more about, is our power about to get overthrown to make the sheep believe it now? No, so we got to stop this. No matter if it's a person in a wheelchair kicking some good knowledge that'll wake everybody up. They'll secretly do something to make sure that man in the wheelchair disappeared and things of that nature because it's threatening their power. So you mean to tell me you don't care about the man in the wheelchair? You care more about the power just because his legs don't work, but his mind works? Oh, so that you just letting us know you add fuel to your own fire. You just letting us know that the mind is more important. So when you got a beautiful mind, that's it. That's what they care about. So you could be some smack monkey from the hood, and they would consider you more of a threat than someone actually in politics. And make sure you get demonetized and stuff. Ain't that about a bitch? Tell me we don't see that in reality. Tell me what other starting point can we make sense out of it then? I can't find one. I can't find no other starting point. I can't find not another human that's an adult to be in if they was in a righteous space that they had come up with that kind of
Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Hey. 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 Hey.
Everybody got another half. Now you got multiple twin flames. You got multiple soulmates. But you only got one other half. You know what I'm saying? So, before we even get into that, what do I mean by that? Now, with twin flame, once upon a time, that's the starting point. There's always three energies. So in this concept, esoterically speaking, you have twin flame. It's going to be in this order. Twin flame, soulmate, other half. Now, the twin flame is someone that you start developing a whole bunch of experiences with that actually start the accumulation of you having interactions of sharing a space with another space, sharing your spirit with another spirit, and y'all making awarenesses with each other.
What is that, bro? This is so good.
That bend in on itself and become all organs, that mind. Now, here's the thing. Once y'all start to do that through a few reincarnations, that become your soulmate, aka your soul, both of y'all spiritual spaces, mate, that flame that y'all combined it, having so many experiences and previous experiences, being twin flames, it became a soulmate, aka a soul tie. Y'all flames is in a knot, so it can play out as unfinished business, or y'all having to let bygones be bygones. But if y'all don't do one or the other, and y'all plan out at enemy energy, y'all gonna keep creating the same scenario, and y'all gonna be more at a distance every time y'all reincarnate, but still create a situation where y'all still aware of each other. So it might manifest where y'all be so egotistical that y'all manifest a situation next lifetime that y'all 10 countries away where it wouldn't even be possible for y'all to be aware of something. But the way all of us as teamwork makes the dream work beyond us, all of us species together, will create a scenario where it will be a way that we'll be able to be aware of each other. Same way how we got online right now. So it don't matter what shift, what civilization, what technology, there's always the best ways and worst ways of how God worked our minds to think that we're the most intelligent at that time. You see what I'm saying? So don't ever get it fucked up. If telephones was bricks, once upon a time, it was the most intelligent to us, and it was a way how we still did something. You see what I'm saying? So, for the most part, now look, when it comes into it becoming a soulmate, it becomes a hurtmate, not a helpmate, if it's a soul tie in a negative way. So y'all got unfinished business that y'all got to come back together in that lifetime and do whatever y'all did to separate, but separate on good terms. But know that y'all ain't supposed to be together no more. Y'all untie it in the right way. Or it could be this way, a soul tie that's a soulmate, where y'all ain't done doing what y'all doing. And the more y'all come back together, whether it's negative or positive, y'all got to get over that shit. Or positive, y'all got to make sure y'all stick together and don't let other external purposes break y'all up, because it'll be other parties that make it harder, even if it's positive on y'all and personally. It'll probably be family, friends, and associates that come in the way that make it a little bit more harder based upon y'all background and upbringings. So as long as y'all do that, then that's how you tie the knot even stronger, because that's who you supposed to do things with in that lifetime, into a next transition or reincarnation, incarnation, and the experiences tell y'all different. And how you compare and contrast if you got a soul tie at the moment that's supposed to play out as y'all connecting, or supposed to play out as y'all getting together and separating, is this. If y'all are aware of each other at this time, once y'all get together, it ain't no ifs, ands, buts, or about it. Both of y'all feel better. Both of y'all start seeing manifestations. Both of y'all start acting out of love without even thinking that's what y'all doing at the moment. And it seems like things be easier. The moment one or another start getting the ego, one not ready, cat and mouse mode or whatever like that, the moment it becomes into a situation where it's a soul tie, that means one person did something to the other, or just how things may play it out. Both of y'all is in competition when y'all was together. Let's make it simple. Y'all was in a previous relationship where one person had a better relationship with their family than the other. So the other one was, y'all was like secretly sleeping with the enemy, where y'all really was together, but it just played out like that with the gas and liquid. The other person secretly tried to do that themselves and then didn't separate, but while they was together, their relationship was built on who can be successful at that first. And the moment one or the other get tired of it, that's when they separate. So they really was secretly enemies of each other, but making it seem like this is what it means to be in a relationship, based upon being indoctrinated anyway, of how the rulers making us in their romance energy. So in that case, one person in this lifetime, when y'all become aware of each other, may be trying to get back. And they might not know why they feel like that towards the other person, but they just do in a negative way. But the one thing that don't change is the care. That person can't stop y'all can't stop paying attention to each other either, though. That's how you know the difference between just a person in the world you don't like and a person you had experiences with in a previous lifetime and you don't like. So you kind of got to separate that too, so that you're a little spiritual. This person ain't a little more special than a person you just don't like. This person got something else you need to learn from them and stuff like that. So you should be trying to not make it no enemy type stuff either. You know what I'm saying? That lifetime. So y'all can go ahead and separate, and then it'll be on good terms, and then that's how y'all untie the knot if y'all are soul ties in a negative way. So break that down. Now, so then that's getting into twin flame and soulmate. Then after that, it turns into other half. Your other half, sometimes that goes beyond the soulmate and twin flame, or y'all can process it in a demonic way, because y'all was going through life in reverse with the shadow government indoctrination. So the accumulation of twin flame becoming a soulmate, soul tie, can actually become your other half. So that's how you force it, but you go through a lot of trial and tribulations for that to happen through all the eons and reincarnations and incarnations of twin flame and soulmate and all those times. And then eventually, as a spirit, y'all forced y'all spirit to have to share space. And now that's epic. Y'all forced yourselves to be your other half. So now y'all got to deal with it. So sometimes it play out like that too. So y'all can make each other hell, or y'all can make each other heaven. You know what I'm saying? Based on how much y'all let the external things come in the way of whatever y'all genuinely connected to in some other kind of way. Right. So that's the whole concept. And then the other half, how it could play out as beyond the twin flame and the soulmate, is this. It's always teamwork makes the dream work. So when you became aware for the first time, you was a spirit in your space, and all the spirits is space within space. So all those spirits that came aware after you was smaller. So these are all the spirits that's in forms inside of you that make up you. Now there was a spirit that was the same size as you as a spiritual root race that was right next to you. It's always spirits, always right next to each other. That's your other half. Because when we ain't had no form, create a mind to separate each other for it to be space, aware of each other that you another space, and what separated us is our mind. And then all those that's come together as our minds is the world we in. See where it makes the dream work. That condenses as the world and atmosphere we in. That spirit that was right next to you, that's your other half. So the both y'all minds y'all created is so similar, y'all think alike. But in the physical, y'all still y'all own individual. And in the spiritual world, y'all still y'all own the individual. Spirits can't technically share space. But those ones is the closest that can do it. You know what I'm saying? And to make it as an example. And the way that they deal with their frustrations and stuff like that, or positive energies, is the way how they can lead as an example to show everybody else how to stick together, even through bad times. That's why I always tell y'all, don't get so lost into the shadow government way of relationships and stuff like that. Because it's basically putting you into a situation of not understanding that you're going to be frustrated with anybody. And the whole concept is picking someone to be frustrated with. So if you know you're going to be frustrated with anybody, you know that there's a possibility none of your relationships going to work. That's you being a demonic person thinking that something could be perfect for you, and everybody got their own mind. Another person that you might think is that you be thinking, they thinking that same thing, and you might not. Your characteristics of you trying to shape that person, but they may have a different characteristic of how they trying to shape you, and y'all clash. So you can't do that. You have to understand and give grace and just be in the same space where y'all got the same goal. And then both y'all different energies and characteristics, y'all care enough about each other to blend them in, because the mission
crazy,
and
bro.
same path is more important. So for the most part, that would bring y'all back together, because y'all know without both of y'all, that thing that God needs y'all to do won't be successful in some way. So that'd be the person that you pick that you rather be frustrated with, because you know you'll be frustrated with anybody. So you know this person, you rather be frustrated with them because you won't have to worry about that whole kind of concept and things of that nature where you have to start over, build whole new rapport to the depths of someone that you might not be able to do that with, and you might just get inspired to do that because you're not with your other half in some way, and then you'll realize that you'll never be able to get as comfortable as you was with your other half in some magnitude. So keep that in mind too. Now look, check this. So that's when it comes into on the mosquito. So that's when it comes into the positive end. When it comes into your other half, that's just the person you shared space with before we started separating our space with our minds and stuff like that. So y'all got similar minds. So a lot of times, reading each other's thoughts, or be doing the same things and stuff, no matter what kind of different background or circumstance or situation or even age and stuff like that.
How can I help?
And if y'all was to connect in this lifetime, y'all will start to experience that. Y'all be doing the same things at the same time, even when y'all not even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all was to connect and then y'all start to have a conversation, y'all conversation will be about what y'all both doing. That's actually what's the same thing. Then y'all be having to talk about that. Then that'll lead to another conversation. Then that'll lead to another. Then before y'all know it, y'all can't forget each other in some way. And that's just God showing y'all that's where y'all was at in the spirit world before the physical. Now look, check this out. And there's ways to decipher what y'all actually did to be in that situation now also. But that's another video. Now, so divine masculine is the expression or what's seen. The divine feminine is what develops the expression on the receiving end or the internal end. So the masculine is the external end, what's being seen. The divine feminine is what's developing what's being seen. So we all got both of those as a male and female, so let me make that make sense as an example, right? And in order for you to express something outwardly, what happens first? You have to feel comfortable with that decision internally, right? So that's you using the divine feminine when we separate it and have it talk about it as an equilibrium as all male and females. So for the most part, that takes us into a situation where, God dang, like he's screaming, it's a damn car. When we talk about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, that's what's being seen, right? And before what's seen, you have to deal with your divine feminine, whether you're male or female. And for the most part, you have to develop feeling comfortable about what you see internally with your fire and water, yin and yang, before you express it externally with the air and earth. Your throat chakra to travel, expressing, and practicalizing something to make it make sense. So that'd be a way of making it make an example when we separate it as the male using more percentage level of divine masculine and the female using more percentage level of divine feminine. You know what I'm saying? The man may cater more to what's being seen, which ultimately he look at a situation and think it'll be different for him when he apply itself. And the female express it from the internal energy what develops was being seen. So the female would straight sit back and observe how somebody or other things look at other things that she might want to participate in before she participate in it. And then instead of deciding that it'd be different for her, she got enough emotional intelligence to know that it could be the same outcome for her. But if she get too lost without using her little small percentage level of divine masculine, she may lack the ability to have her own idea about something, even if deep down inside she know it's different for her, or she knows she got her own idea about something and expression, and then she might think it make more sense to disagree with others, even if she don't truly feel that way, because she think it's better morally for the world to show these energies of being agreeable. And then that's just a small lacking of the masculine energy that's not used to the maximum potential, and it's only used for your divine feminine, which ultimately make you indecisive or not all foot in an area, which makes it hard for you to actually manifest, or when you do manifest, the type of organs you got that don't be physically strong. This shit is fucking. Why is one always coming in? Damn. Take your ass out. What's coming in the damn window? Should be annoying. Like you be having your own space and stuff like this. Some just want to fly to and pick all out of all windows and all this space in the world.
Too good. Miss me.
Time to do that. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I need more time. ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I need time to do that.
Damn, headphones went dead and shit.
I need more time. I need time to do that. I need time to do that. I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Bro, what?
I'm not ready yet.
That shit fool as fuck.
I need more time. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I need time to do that. I'm not ready yet.
That motherfucker had damage resistance, bro. Try to get rid of that motherfucker. Port nuke. Boyfriend number 2. Wow. That shit dumb as fuck. Dude, this nigga dumb as fuck. No. Do not let that motherfucker hit you, man. Scared. Fuck these niggas. Now we good. That bit out the way. Took 2 of my lives, 3 of my lives, I think. I don't know.
I need more time.
2.
I need more time. 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 I'm not ready yet. 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 I'm not ready yet.
Came here to purge this evil, but now I can't leave my friends here. Not like this. We can't do it alone.
I'm not ready yet. I need time to do that. I need more time. I need more time. I need more time. I need more time. I need time to do that. I need more time. My bags are full.
I need to talk to you. In the back, nice. That's the salvage. Father bless. What do you need? Huh?